Luke Littler, who is already a PDC Major Champion, is now possibly the most famous darts player of all time, despite still being just 17. Whilst it may seem like he came from nowhere to reach the final at Ali Pali, many within the game knew that it would come eventually, just not this soon. Luke's rise began in the JDC, the Junior Darts Corporation, where he left as a dominant force in the youth game, but if we turn back 5 years ago to 2019, when Luke was just 12 years old, he was not dominant, but he did manage to win a Super 16 title. In that year, he played in all 10 JDC Tour events, where he finished 6th, and in all 4 Super 16 events, where he also finished 6th. In total, 8 different players managed to finish above him across the 2 tables, many of whom were older than him at the time. So, whilst Luke has quickly risen to the top, what's happened to the others? That's what we're going to take a look at in today's video. In 2019, it was Nathan Kerr who finished just ahead of Luke in the JDC Tour standings. Nathan won event 7 of the tour that year after a run which included a 4-3 semi-final win against Luke. Nathan also managed to finish ahead of Luke in the race to the Super 16 finals, but in the playoffs, it was Littler who managed to beat Kerr 4-1 on his way to the final. During the 2019 season, Kerr was signed to the Target Elite 1 program, of which he is still a member today. Nathan then made a great start to the 2020 season, winning the opening event of the JDC Tour, in which he managed to hit the first 9 darter in JDC history, which he hit in a game against Lewis Coates. As a result of that, Micah Van Goen gifted Nathan one of his own PDC 9 dart pins. Now, let's skip ahead a few years and look at how Nathan's doing now. Kerr played in 19 of the 24 Development Tour events last year, reaching the last 32 once and averaging 73.49, the 144th highest of any player. He went to Q School at the start of this year, but lost all of his games in Stage 1, meaning that he failed to make it through to the final stage. Harry Gregory finished ahead of Luke in both the 2019 JDC Tour and the race for the Super 16, winning 3 JDC titles in that season, including Event 10, where he managed to beat Luke in a deciding leg in the semis. In that year, it was also announced that Harry had signed with Target, an organisation he is still supported by today. At the end of 2022, Harry managed to reach the final of the JDC World Championship, where he was whitewashed by Luke on the Ali Pali stage. Despite that result, that was a great experience for Harry. He played in all the 2023 Development Tour events, with a best result of a semi-final at event 11. He finished the year ranked 29th, and despite making it to the final stage of 2024 Q School, he failed to win a card. Harry made his PDC major debut at the start of this year as he won the Riley's Liverpool qualifier for the UK Open, but he was beaten 6-5 by Bruce Griffin despite having led 5-3. He has continued to play on the Development Tour this year and reached another semi-final at this year's 7th event. It was recently announced he signed a new long-term deal with Modus Management, the most famous darts management company, meaning he's definitely one to watch for the future. Keelan Kay also managed to finish ahead of Luke on the main 2019 JDC Order of Merit. In that year, he also managed to win the boys singles title at the WF World Youth Cup. After the COVID-affected 2020 season, Keelan managed to win his first PDC title in the second event of the 2021 UK Development Tour. He won another one later in the year to double his title tally for the season. Those results saw him finish 3rd on the Order of Merit. That got him a spot in the UK Open for the second time in 2022, where he managed to secure his first PDC major win, beating qualifier Matt Good before losing to Lucas Vainig. Last year, he appeared in every Development Tour event, reaching 2 quarterfinals and finishing with an average of 81.75, the 31st highest. He attended Q School at the start of this year and reached the final stage, where he won 3 games, which wasn't enough for a card. In 2022, Keelan signed a 3-year contract extension with Red Dragon Darts, a deal which is still running today. James Beaton also managed to finish ahead of Luke in 2019, a year in which he won 1 JDC title and picked up 4 WF youth titles. In that year, he also managed to hit a PDC 9 darter against Dan Reed at the 18th Development Tour event. James was signed by Target Darts in 2021 to go into their Elite 1 program, and last year he managed to hit his second PDC 9-darter in a game against Luke Rutter at Development Tour 17. He finished that year ranked 24th on the Order of Merit, and at the start of this year he narrowly missed out on a tour card at Q School by just 3 legs. He's continued to play on the Development Tour this year and reached the semi-final at Event 1. It was Leighton Bennett who topped the JDC Order of Merit in 2019, the year in which he also became the youngest winner of the BDO World Youth Championship. At the 2020 BDO World Championship, he became the youngest player to appear in a Senior World Championship when he was beaten by Scott Mitchell in round 1. Leighton managed to reach the JDC World Final in 2021 but missed 15 match darts on the Ali Pali stage and ended up losing against Bradley Rose. After some poorer years, Leighton surprisingly managed to win a PDC Tour card at the start of this year, and in his first event on tour, he managed to hit his first PDC 9-darter in a game against Lucas Veinig, which made him the youngest player to have hit a Pro Tour 9 for a total of 53 minutes until Littler also hit one on the day. Leighton made his PDC major debut at the UK Open in March, where he was beaten 6-4 by Scott Mitchell. Henry Coates finished ahead of Luke in the Super 16 race in 2019, in which he managed to win Event 1. A year earlier, Henry had been signed by Unicorn Darts, an organisation he is still with today. In 2022, he managed to top the JDC Advanced Tour Order of Merit. On the Development Tour last year, he averaged 78.40, the 65th highest, and reached 4 last 16s. He also appeared in some Challenge Tour events and managed to hit his first PDC 9-darter in a game against Steve Haggerty. He managed to make it through to the final stage of Q School at the start of this year, but then only won 1 game and failed to pick up a single point. Charlie Manby finished second in the Super 16 table in 2019, and after the COVID disruptions, he had a great 2022 season in the WF, winning the pairs, teams and overall titles at the Europe Youth Cup as well as the British Youth Internationals. He played on the Development Tour last year, reaching 1 quarter-final and averaging 80.29, the 45th highest. He's had a good start to Development Tour this year, seeing him currently sit 10th on the Order of Merit. His good results saw him get signed by Unicorn Darts in April, and his form is clearly improving. Alfie Jakes topped the Super 16 race and won the final event of that series back in 2019. Jakes appeared in some Development Tour events in 2019 and 6 in 2020, but hasn't appeared in the PDC since. I'm not even sure if he's playing darts competitively anymore. Those are all the players we had to look at today, so thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, as currently less than 17% of you are. Also, hit the bell icon to turn on notifications so that you get notified whenever I upload a brand new video. Also, leave a like and comment down below letting me know what other videos you'd like to see on this channel.